let's get back into the show. Let's start presenting this guy's insane meltdown. Because if you remember at the top of the show, when we read his big cope statement, he said that he wasn't going to engage anymore. He wasn't going to address any of this. He was moving on. He wasn't going to let people control him and blah, blah, blah. But he melted down big time on the 22nd. Why is that? So here we have, now if you remember, Quartering told us all that his deal was renewed for 5 years on Rumble.
Which is the biggest lie of all time.
Millions of dollars, and that therefore he would be allowed to deplatform whoever he wanted on Rumble's dime. Well, Chris Pavlovski came out, just said straight up, it's a lie. No creator has a 5-year deal with Rumble, or even close. Rumble has been moving away from a deal structure towards a creator program structure or Rumble Studio ad read structure. And I just want to point out that our private contacts who have spoke to Chris have confirmed that this is the case, that Quartering does not have a renewed deal for 5 years worth millions of dollars. And in fact, it seems like they're not too happy with Mr. Hambly over there at all. Continuing, this is part of the reason why this fucking meltdown happened on this day. I'm just letting you guys know. So then more changes were announced to Rumble, and it's all coincidence, of course. Doesn't have anything at all to do with Hambly's massive fuck-ups. That was a huge PR disaster for the site. Rumble's recommendation algorithm will be better described as an audience algo. If people click and watch, that's going to be a problem for Jer, because all of his audience are fucking bots. You'll get recommended. The editor picks that plastered boring bums like Quartering all over the page, even though no one wanted it, will be replaced by what the viewer wants, not what anyone picks. If the content isn't recommended, the audience didn't like it. And is there a best practice Rumble would suggest for shorts? Yes. Create content people watch. If they skip by it fast, it's not a good signal. So this is bad news for Jeremy Hambly and his entire pathetic fucking grift. And with all the walls closing in, H3H3 coming out against him, Stuttering Craig, Side Scrollers, Friday Night Tights, Brittany Venti, Asmongold, all these people speaking out against him. And with the bad news, he's getting behind the scenes in regards to Rumble. Suddenly, Quartering needed to take a vacation. Suddenly, Quartering couldn't take the heat anymore and announced that for the first time in years, this guy never goes on break, ever. He'd be going on a vacation.
By the way, you know what is doing really well? Our new fucking clip channel on Rumble. Look at this, 6.21K views. It was under 1,000 this morning. Wow.
And by the way, soon enough, this whole show will be clipped up and put on there as well. And we're already working. I think right now we already have 4 people that have agreed to start unofficial clip channels for Kino Casino on YouTube.
I saw a 5th guy.
We have 5 people now that have agreed to start unofficial clip channels on YouTube. They're going to get the clips directly from Flaked. If you want to start your own clip channel, message Kino Casino Clips on Twitter, and you can get started and start getting your own fucking Lambo, because Jer can't strike them all down.
But by the way, you know what's crazy? So Jer with 2 million subs on Locals had 110 members. We are 3 hours into our show. Okay, we're 3 hours into our show. We already have 470 paid members.
So we are only 30 members away from being able to live stream on the platform.
Yes.
And do bonus live streams there. Andy wants to do a bonus live stream tomorrow.
Yes.
So the link is above. Sign up, guys. Get over there on the Locals And we're going to be at 5 times what Hambly brought in to the site in all the years that he was there. He showed us his dashboard, and I think he had only sold like 110 or 120 in all the years that he was there. Yes. So when it comes to these negotiations with Rumble and who they're going to support when it comes to us or when it comes to Hambly, it is critical, it is crucial that you guys make your voices heard. And of course, also more importantly, in reality, for Flake's family and for his livelihood that quartering took away.
Someone asked, will the bonus stream be saved? I will sub if it is. Yes. So tomorrow I'm going to be looking at all the raw videos from quartering.
The only problem with locals is there's only like 50, even when we get to these 500 members, which we should get to by the end of the night, there's only 50 gigabytes of storage space.
But
so
what I'll do is I'll save the edit and I'll premiere it. I'll crunch it down to a gig or less or something. It will still be perfect quality. And we're doing
those will be going up on the Gumroad as well. Yeah. So you'll get access to the replays of any bonus streams on Gumroad. And we're still going to be posting stuff over there. We're going to be more active.
And I'll upload it to Rumble after like a week or two. And I'll be doing the raw quartering videos. And people want me to show off my game collection and shit. And I'll chat with the audience and stuff. And we want to do some like special stuff over there. So go sub to locals. And all right, let's continue here.
All right. There it is. Rumble Shorts algo we are going to be transparent about how it works. So it's going to be unlike any platform in the world. Sounds like good changes to me because they're changes that are going to felt Jer and his bullshit lazy style of content. Okay. Continuing.
Yep. And I'll do gaming streams. Yes, chat.
The quartering's views are down 40% this week.
No, Ash, remember this. Because you want to know why? On the edit I did of his game stream, he says at one point, just open up the social blade. Open up the social blade. What you want to use, folks, is vidIQ. What vidIQ does is it actually takes the real videos, not the shorts, and calculates that. He is down not only 40% in 1 week, but it was 75% since November before the 40%.
And the thing is, it's exponential. As you're falling out of the algorithm, it just gets worse and worse and worse. And now his output is falling off. When once he used to do 5 videos a day, it went down to 3 videos. Today, he only managed to crap out 1 video. It's underperforming as well. So the only thing left for Fortress Quartering is this YouTube channel. And it's on a massive decline. It's the only part of his business that's actually profitable. And now that the Rumble is going, he's fucked, folks. He's bleeding out badly. That's why he's panicking. That's why he's lashing out and crashing out in the spectacular fashion that he is. It's all of these factors combined led to what we saw on the 22nd.
Damn, dude. Yeah, there it is. And I'm going to do a little zoom here. Now, by the way, is this not funny, Ash? Down 40% in views, right? However, up 2% in subs.
How does that happen? So what he's trying to do is paper over the fact that people are unsubscribing because they're unhappy with him. Nobody goes through the scale and scope of scandal that he goes through and doesn't lose subscribers. It's completely inorganic and inauthentic. It's nonsense.
Yeah.
He is once again, and he's admitted to doing this. He's admitted to buying subscribers in the past. He does this. This is what he does.
By the way, Ashton, if you gained 10,000 subs this week, let's say every week you receive 10,000 subs, do you not post the 5 videos you promise? No, you would go, holy shit, I got 10,000 subs this week. I better post all my videos. Yet today, he only posted 1. Does that happen to someone who is doing well and receiving subscribers? No, it's all fake. It's all bullshit.
By the way, we got Flex Cabot for 5 subs as well, and Cliff Easton for a sub.
Oh, and we missed Skyline GTRX for 25
subs.
Thank you. Hannah Claire Stan for
Dirty
3.
Coin for 5 subs.
Wow.
Tommy C's Cat for 1,000 kicks.
Thanks.
Judy Streams for 2,000 kicks. We got Conceptual Prepper here now for 10 subs. DSP Historical Society Sure for 10,000 kicks. Dustin Echoes for 5 subs. Huge support tonight. And we apologize to anybody that we missed, but so many are coming in, and we're trying to keep the flow of the show because there are just so many people here, and these shows have been so important recently. Okay. So all of those videos from a couple days ago were crashing and burning. Right now, he needs to get about 100,000 views per video to make his bills.
With 5 videos per day.
Yeah. That was his worst month ever. In December, he was averaging like 100,000 views.
Oh,
he's not getting anywhere near that. It's just
God.
completely collapsing. He's papering it over with shorts, but it's not enough. So then the white towel gets fucking thrown in.
No.
The white flag is raised. They are shutting it down, and I don't know if they're actually going to come back from this vacation. I kind of think that this show is done, and I'll tell you why. Hannah Claire Brimelow is now becoming way more active on her own personal YouTube. For the longest time, she wasn't posting shit. Now, since all this stuff started happening, she's pumping out the uploads, folks. So I kind of think that she is like this close to getting out of there. And Jeremy's basically promising her, trust me, by May 4th, I'll have destroyed the haters. I'll have destroyed our enemies. Everyone will side with us, and we're going to make all this money. Even if that was the case and he did get rid of us or get rid of all the haters, it's still not going to change the fact that this show is completely unprofitable without the Rumble contract, which is expiring in June and has not been renewed for millions of dollars. So this show is on borrowed time. Let's hear the vacation announcement, though.
By the way, next week is quartering live spring break. We have not missed a live stream.
So thrilled. Look at they all look so thrilled. You know, like when you go on vacation, it's like, yippee, let's go. We're on vacation. All I ever wanted, vacation, gotta get away. But this is sad news. This is the news that their show is dead as a fucking doornail, and there's serious trouble in paradise. No one reacts like this. Look at their faces.
Bro, this is actually the saddest thing I've ever seen, man.
Quartering live spring break. We have not missed.
That's for going. No. I don't know if it's coming back.
It's the live stream.
Darkness, here's the thing, my old friend.
Ash, he has to return. You want to know why? If he doesn't, it's a triple felt. He will literally, it'll be like, whoa, buddy. Like, he needs to now come back and grind away for free, or else we win even more.
Yes.
And we've already won.
He has to keep paying these girls $500 a show indefinitely, or else we win.
Yeah.
And it's with no revenue coming in. So this is just like tens of thousands of dollars just being flushed down the drain past June. Like, it's over. Ooh. So I don't know how long he's going to be able to hold on out of spite, especially when the only profitable part of his business, the YouTube, is in massive decline and probably is going to continue to be in decline.
In 3 years, I think. And
they look so sad. Oh, man.
3 years.
No, definitely. It wouldn't be, unless he was actually forced to, basically at gunpoint, this wouldn't be happening. I'll tell you why this is happening. Every single stream is an embarrassment. Every single stream, the chat is just cock, bull, Orange Grove. How was your weekend? Adam Sellers, flagging, like just the most vicious fucking vitriol to work. And there's just nothing, even with the janitors on overdrive, there's nothing they can fucking do. No, they just don't have any fucking fans. So even when they ban all of the trolls, all of the people who want to voice their mind freely in the chat, then there just is no chat. There just doesn't move because there's no actual organic fan base there at all.
Bro.
We've got kind of a big fall coming up. We've got a lot of.
Yeah, you do have a big fall coming up.
Yeah, it's the downfall.
your career.
Big news coming up. And I haven't given anybody any time off.
News is coming up. How do you know that, by the way? How do you know that? Like, it's ridiculous.
Big news coming up. What does that mean, dude?
Since, I don't know, has it been 2 years? I don't think anyone's taken off. Melanie went to leadership camp.
Yeah. We're still on with the leadership camp lie, Okay.
Matt leave, but
yeah.
Don't bring that up, Hannah. That's a sore spot.
We're gonna take next week off to kind of just relax our spring break, and then we'll be back the following.
This is the saddest vacation announcement I've ever seen.
It really is. It really is. But they brought this on themselves because before Quartering decided to take our channel down, there were no fucking casino people in that chat or people from the internet in that chat at all. But they fucking kicked the hornet's nest. But as Jer says, it's so fun to kick the hornet's nest. It's so fun. He's just having a great time.
Oh, this is awesome,
totally,
isn't it?
It's great.
I'm sure he's having a great time.
Following week, just so people aren't looking for us next week. Yeah,
trust me, no one.
I'm kind of excited.
Well, they are, but it's for a negative reason.
Yes.
Haven't had. I'm still going to do my daily VODs, but I haven't had.
Are you? Are you?
Well, you're barely able to crop out one a day at this point, just to try and keep things afloat, brother. Oh man,
his channel's done, dude.
I had a day off live streaming in 3 years, except for when I went on vacation 2 years ago, but I was still basically plugged in completely.
You always will be because you're a slave to the algorithm because you have no real audience and no real support. So then after claiming he was going on vacation, he was going to chill, he was taking a break, Quartering decided to go completely insane. That's the only way I can really describe this. This is a psychotic break from a person who's mentally ill, who has substance abuse issues, who's drunk out of their mind, probably on Xanax and spiraling. This in no way helps him because no one believes his threats. No one is intimidated by him whatsoever. But here he goes. Nearly everyone profiting off spreading vicious lies on my name. Again, he has never explained what the lies are, debunked the lies, provided any sort of evidence for anything. It's just people are spreading lies on his name. By the way, I thought he had black fatigue. Why is he saying lies on my name? Strange. He says, I've been nothing but nice to over the years. Jeremy, just because you were nice to somebody doesn't mean that it excuses all of your behavior and they have to defend it to the bitter end. Chris Benoit was a really nice guy who had a lot of friends, but he killed his wife and child. Okay? Nobody thinks he's a nice guy anymore. Okay? It's sad. Okay? Nobody is obligated to defend you when you're doing the indefensible, bud. It's insane. But these e-celebs get this in their mind. You owe me loyalty. I made you, bitch. I was a nice guy to you. It's not how it works. So then he says the receipts are on my side. Then show the receipts. Show the receipts, as you said.
Show them.
He says, I've let it be for weeks. No, you haven't. You've been desperately trying to control the narrative every step of the way to the point where you deplatform people. Okay? But he says, I guess if they really want me on my villain arc, I will oblige. Sir, you're not an anime villain. You're a 40-year-old alcoholic from Wisconsin. Nobody takes your Elmo in the Flames post seriously. Okay? He goes, I don't want to hear anyone telling me to be calm. It sounds like you're hysterically melting down, bud. That's a retarded thing. Oh my God. these fucking losers, Yellow Flash, side scrollers, Britney, Geeks and Gamers, they've all turned heel. No, you turned heel when you went against everything you ever stood for by deplatforming our channel and decided 1 week's ad revenue was worth selling their souls. No, Jeremy. They decided that it wasn't worth selling their souls to defend you for literally nothing in return other than you being a nice guy, which is retarded. They instead chose to risk all of their potential career earnings and ad revenue to defend other creators being deplatformed. It's the exact opposite of what you're saying. So then he goes, I will oblige. Okay.
Ash, can I tell you how many people have signed up for the unofficial Clipper account?
How many now?
40.
Good. I hope all 40 of them start clipping Kino Casino. Jared's going to have to make an awful lot of calls to the YouTube rep.
I sent it to Flaked. He's like, I have 3 more. He's like, buddy, I got 40 DMs. All right, let's go, boys. Let's go. Sorry. 40.
We want you
40.
to clip the Kino Casino on YouTube. We want you.
That's actually crazy. 40 clip channels.
So this fellow, Searing Abyss, tries to walk this guy off the edge. Bro, do yourself and your family a favor. Stay off the internet for a week. Just unplug. Go outside. Take a walk. You'll be happier for it. Back in the day, I used to watch every single one of your uploads. Please, for your own sake, get off the internet. Every post makes it worse. Quartering then goes, let massive channels lie on your name because long ago I used to watch your channel. I shall send you a spoon for you so you can eat my whole ass, kid. So he's just fully become Darkside Phil. For those of you who don't know, that's the legendary DSP quote where he tells people that he's going to mail them a spoon so they can eat shit out of his ass. So this is full on lolcow behavior. This is full blown. He's lost it. He's just completely out to lunch, off the plantation, off the reserve, and just completely lighting his life and his career on fire for God knows what reason. Then he goes, these fucking leeches. Leeches from a guy who freeboots shorts?
Yeah.
Who just steals other people's content, and a guy whose entire brand of content is reading articles that other people wrote, but yeah, they're the leeches, sure.
Damn.
These fucking leeches forgot about the fact that I cut my teeth in the most ruthless time that ever existed on YouTube. They think I won't roll around in the mud with them because I've let it ride for a few weeks. I'm sorry to say they've mistaked my kindness for weakness. No, the reality is they just know you're a drunken fucking idiot. And your courage is all liquid. And the moment you sober up, you delete all of this shit. So nobody takes your threats seriously, actually. But this whole thing, you existed in the most ruthless time. You are always the bottom of the totem pole bitch that nobody ever respected or took seriously. Like, even on Team Sargon, Team Skeptics, you were the lowest of the fucking low toady, bro. Stop it. Like, you weren't the badass enforcer fucking people up. You were a nothing and a fucking nobody. Get a grip.
Bro, this is actually unhinged. But wait, Skyline.
This guy drank Sargon's cum for 26 subs.
Yo, let's go. Skyline GTR. By
and
amazing
Hauser
car.
Quaid for 5 subs. Dark Blitz Frenzy for 2 subs. Kino is hell for a gifted sub as well. Yeah, back then it was the same thing. Like, Quartering would get drunk and embarrass himself, drink Sargon's cum, run gay ops, get caught with his hand in the cookie jar, trying to flag down Mr. Medicare and all this stuff. And then what would save him is that he was so boring that nobody would bother to keep pressing him and humiliating him because he's just so boring.
He'd fall asleep.
That's it. And even people now who are trying to do like Willie Mack show And that Cameron guy, I saw them complaining today. They're trying to do videos on Jer. How the fuck is anyone doing this?
Yeah, Cameron's apparently working on a big one too.
You're welcome. No one else could do it but me.
I know, right?
I paved the way, suffering through hours of this fucking bum, you know.
No, I'm pumped for Willie Max and Cameron's thing. Cameron was fucking felting him on Twitter. It was fucking jokes.
Okay.
Look at this.
Then look at this. You called down the thunder. Well, now you got it. He says, I sure hope all those temporary views were worth it. I've tried to play nice, but you've left me no option. Jeremy,
temporary views.
It's not about the views or the money. They would have probably been better off not talking about it because there's a good chance that they're going to lose their channels or get struck down or lose their money by doing so. This isn't about money. It's about the principle of the matter. And a lot of these people who are coming to our defense are opposed to us. You know, like a lot of them hate us, like DSP and like Review Tech and even Ralph and like, you know what I mean? Or H3 is very liberal and we're not, do you know? Like you just don't get it. It's not about money. It's about what you did was wrong.
Buddy, come on. You called down the thunder. Well, now you got it. Proceeds to delete everything.
Spoiler, yeah. He deleted all of this.
And go, and not post anymore. Look at this.
So then he starts threatening people 1 new scalp a day. Like at 2 p.m. Eastern. So every
he didn't
day.
Flag us. He didn't call his fucking YouTube rep on us and got 2 channels removed.
No, he's just going to get a new channel banned every single day at 2 p.m. And then he starts threatening Stuttering Craig's business. And it's like, Jer, Stuttering Craig in these circles, like nobody really has anything bad to say about him.
He's great.
He's always been very professional, very business oriented, very much against infighting and drama within the community. And you decide that you're going to come in and be this fucking superhero and tell Craig how it's going to be and that you're going to take his career and his livelihood and fuck over his team. You've had a lot to say about my business and me as a man. Tomorrow we will look at all the messages you've sent, not only to me, but everyone else. So Jeremy doesn't just drag himself into this bullshit. He drags his entire staff and everyone associated with him into this. Mm-hmm. And what does it mean, everyone else? Because Craig interpreted it as just Melanie Mac, but who the fuck knows what that means? And just Quartering is just acting reckless like this and endangering just about anybody associated with him for no good reason. He says, I hope 2 videos ad revenue was worth it. These people are all snakes.
Okay.
These DMs, you guys will see it.
You ready for these DMs?
You guys will see these DMs in a bit. They're the most mundane DMs I have ever seen.
They make Craig look better. They make him look like a nice professional guy, which, by the way, he is. Very nice guy. Here it is. Look. You mean the guy?
He goes, you mean the guy that begged me for help on YouTube and to come on my show? These losers overplayed their hands. If they want me to be a villain, I will. Jeremy, just because, even if it's true that he begged you for help and begged to come on your show back when you weren't flagging people down and being a totally drunken lunatic, it doesn't mean that now he has to support you being a drunken flagging lunatic. Like, do you get, like, this is just common sense. Like, things change. Not everything is static. The world is dynamic and ever changing. You know, he doesn't owe you an eternal lifetime of loyalty because you told him what keyword to focus on in a title. That's crazy, Jeremy.
Oh my God. Who's this?
And by the way, I just want to bring up in this whole situation again, Andy had a situation where Sargon was lying about something that Andy had said. Andy had DMs that proved otherwise and leaked them to clear his name. And Quartering said that Andy should never be trusted by anybody or ever be platformed by anybody ever again because he broke the code by leaking DMs. And now you fast forward a decade, and drunk out of his mind, he's now the one leaking DMs.
And by the way, not even for proving a lie, by the way. Not even for like proving a lie. Like he's just showing now DMs for no reason.
Now, this fellow shyster exposer brings up you talking about taking our Kick channel, taking our YouTube, all of this in response to Jeremy talking about how he doesn't have the power to take people's channels down. And if you don't, why say this though? What was the point? And Quartering just admits, I have the power, loser. Link me your YouTube channel.
Ooh.
So it's full on mask off. Just, link me your YouTube channel. I'll get it banned.
He said that? Yo.
Yeah, no, this is what he thinks. He thinks that he's a supervillain. And so the implication here is that Stuttering Craig's channel is going to go down at 2 p.m. tomorrow. No, it didn't go down at 2 p.m. tomorrow because Jeremy lost his fucking balls when he lost his fucking buzz as fucking usual and knew that it would absolutely fucking make things 100 times worse. But what happens the next time he's on a full-blown bender and he's drunk for 2 or 3 days? This is the thing. He's going to be drunk from now until Monday. So God knows what phone calls he's going to make in the interim that maybe fucking played out on Monday to get fucking people banned. This guy is a serious danger to the YouTube ecosystem and community. It's not just us. This guy's a lunatic.
Look, there can't be a YouTuber who has this power. There can't be. Because then anyone he wants removed, and what's this YouTube staff member doing? Can that person like actually legally do this to people who have jobs, careers, who expect to feed their family when Quartering's just drunk out of his mind and calls them? This can't be, right? And by the way, Ash, now he's lost everything. His viewership and his money is gone on YouTube.
So now it's up to him.
Boom,
he's
boom,
like,
boom.
well, I have nothing to lose. I'm going to be a spiteful. And this is the thing. As it gets worse for him, he's going to lean more on deplatforming and censorship because he knows his reputation is dirt. So he may as well do this stuff anyway. And that's the real problem. So I don't really know how this is going to be solved, in all honesty, because there has to be either he fucking wakes up and goes to rehab, or there has to be actual consequences for this guy to discourage him from this behavior. And I don't know what the appropriate fucking consequences are. I think it's mockery and criticism, but he doesn't agree. Like he wants to take things beyond that. And instead of mocking or criticizing us, ruin our livelihood and attack our personal lives. So I really don't know. But this guy's a fucking Looney Tune, man.
Yeah. I think that YouTube rep has to be investigated, in my opinion.
Look at this. Look at this. He says, never forget, all I have to do is send a text message, an email. I have the power to get anyone I want banned from YouTube. I have the next week off, and I am going to have some fun.
There it is, folks.
Like, that's crazy. Like, he's trying to couch it in a joke, but that's clearly intimidation and threatening people.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't
100%.
it?
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. This is purely a fucking threat to everyone.
It straight up is. It's to silence criticism. It's insane. So this is where it needs, like, this is where he just completely fucked up and destroyed his life with this meltdown.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
He took a week off, by the way, to ban everyone. That's what he did.
Yeah, but this is the thing is, had he not done this, our comeback stream would be neutered big time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he just threw so much more gasoline on the fire for no good reason. This is hurting him. It's hurting his staff. It's hurting his family. But he doesn't care because he's a lunatic. So he goes, hey, Stuttering Craig, care to share the hilarious DMs you sent before I do? These are the driest, most boring DMs of all time.
Oh, my God.
So then Ralph comes in. The Quartering is the hardest motherfucker to ever broadcast online. I needed the reminder. I think a little facetious here by the old Ralph and Mel, you know.
Ralph, he put the
even know what that means. Jarbo's coming in to get his licks in. People keep saying I'm trying to get a redemption arc out of all this situation with the quartering. I'm not. I just like shitting on the guy.
Yep.
I don't think there are many more people that are more deserving of a stomping while they're down. I agree. If I was trying to get back in people's good graces, I would be putting out daily videos on it or finding some way to monetize it, but memes don't pay the bills. So Majestic Matt, not seeking the redemption arc,
I'm going to fucking Matt a W on this because he's been felting Jared.
He's been putting in the work, bitch. By the way, we got Ramzos for 10.
Ramzos, let's go. Big support to the guys. Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying it.
I will say,
I'm happy to be back, by the way.
Jarvo did have one good comment in all of this that I will give him credit for, where he said, next time until Miller time. You know what I mean? The last time until Miller time. And it's been so true. It's been so true.
No, actually, his tweets have been making me laugh fucking pretty hard. The whole the Uber Eats thing he did.
So, Craig comes in. By the way, we got Cloak and Swagger for 10 subs and Reaper Son 1 for a sub. Craig comes in. He's correct. I've been exposed as being professionally courteous.
No, Craig.
No.
Craig.
Oh God, no.
How will you recover, dude?
So then Quartering comes out with this. Says Twitter is not real life, LOL. Sometimes I like to kick the hornet's nest, but tomorrow will be a regular day, just like every other day, smiley face. Drama used to be something I spent my time on, and to be honest, times were good, but I am less interested as an old man now, LOL, and the cope smiley face. So this was after his drunken crash out gaming stream. This was after he started threatening Craig in Craig's own YouTube chat, demanding to come on and debate him, which is obviously an excuse to probably get him deplatformed by playing gay porn or God knows fucking what, yelling slurs or whatever. No one's falling for your gay ops, Jer. Okay? That once he realized that all of it was fucking felted and it backfired and nobody was backing down through his threats and intimidation, then he pretended like he was an innocent child of God who didn't do nothing. But when he says he likes to kick the hornet's nest, but then also says that like his family is living in fear and they're being harassed, like, is it all a fun game that's not real life? Or are you actually under attack and under threat and living in fear? Like which is it?
Yeah.
Like this is mental illness. This is insane.
By the way,
you need help.
If you have people showing up at your front door to bother your fucking wife, you're going to kick the hornet's nest on that week that she's being harassed? No, of course not. That's bullshit and a lie. Viva La Raza
for 10 subs.
Thanks, Viva La Raza. But you're being fucking, she's harassed and doxing and my parents and my co-host parents.
It's all fun for him.
And then, I'll kick the hornet's nest? Buddy, stop it. You lying sack of shit.
And then so this guy just comes in and goes, so your big scorched earth promise for 2 p.m. tomorrow was bullshit? You showed DMs from Stuttering Craig from before he saw you for the snake you are, and you've gotten blackout drunk again? And then Jer says, nah, I'll still have fun tomorrow, winky face.
Oh, yeah.
So then he flip-flops from I'm going to burn it all down to I'm just going to have a chill, normal day tomorrow to no, I'm going to burn it all down again tomorrow. And he thinks that it's everyone else that has a fucking problem.
Yo, he's crazy, dude.
Like, he's actually lost his mind. Like, this isn't normal behavior, Then he starts, calling out Craig. Now, from the beginning of Stuttering Craig's stream, he said, I have just driven 18 hours across the country over the course of the last 2 days. I wanted to come home and spend time with my wife and time with my kids. But this piece of shit, Jeremy Hambley, was just lying about me, threatening me, saying he's going to take down my channel, saying that he's going to leak these DMs. So I'm just going to come on here live very quickly, leak the DMs before he has a chance to, and get out of here. So Jeremy, at the very end of Craig's stream, When Craig's starting to sign off, comes in and says, give me the link. Confront me. Debate me, bro. It's like, no, especially when you're trying to get people deplatformed. So now here comes Quartering. He had a chance to have me on live and ducked it. What a surprise. I was ready and waiting for him to epically own me. Now remember, he said he wasn't going to engage in this stuff anymore. Do you remember that?
Yep. And here he is. Why aren't you answering?
But here he is. But he got really scared and pretended he couldn't see me, even though his chat told him I was there to talk. Do you know what he actually did, Jeremy? What? And we're going to show it. He did see you, and he said for you to quit drinking and go to rehab.
Ooh.
He prayed for you. That's what he actually did, because he actually took mercy upon you. Because had he let you on and engaged in a discussion with your drunken ass, it would have just brought more shame and embarrassment upon you and your entire family, you fucking retard.
What?
Anyway, we got Sir Drew Peacock for 5 subs.
Let's go. Thank you, Sir Drew.
He fired up an emergency stream, and once I popped in, he suddenly drove 11 hours and was so tired. No, it was 18 hours over the course of 2 days, and he said it at the very beginning of the stream. And by the way, you were live doing a game stream during most of the fucking thing, okay?
He says
chance of a lifetime.
Of a lifetime.
Stuttering Craig doesn't need you.
Buddy.
You are fucking insignificant. You are nothing.
You can't
you have
tie
no clout.
His shoes. You can't tie his
Oh
shoes, bro.
my
You're
God.
fucking nobody, bro.
Chance of a lifetime. Like, he really thinks that his appearance, suddenly 10,000 live viewers are going to fall from the sky and thousands of dollars in super chats. No,
I think it would affect Craig negatively, to be honest.
Well, because he'd probably drop a slur or start playing pornography or something against TOS, and then he would send the signal to Feezer and his flagging Discord to come in.
Who's,
and
by
flag
the way,
Craig.
Feezer still melting down 3 years later, folks, by the way.
Yeah. Claiming another Kino Casino Classics clip today like a fucking lunatic.
But losing all the fucking appeals.
The Buzz CJC for 5 subs.
And big support, let's go, for 10 subs. Thank you, big support. Let's go and Buzz CJC. Here we go.
Then it goes, what benefit to either of y'all would it be to have you on and dodge most of his questions that everyone else has already asked and also went unanswered? That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's unproductive to have this guy on, because he just sandbags. Yep. Like, he just refuses to engage in any sort of good faith, any sort of actual discussion. He just plays ignorant. Then you press him with receipts. Then he'll claim that that receipt is a joke or that it's fake or whatever. Like, there's no actual discourse with somebody who's so fundamentally dishonest. It's and disingenuous. Then Quartering's like, he could have totally destroyed me. He ran. No, what would actually happen is you would play the victim and show your belly and cry about how Craig is hurting your wife, when we've all just seen what you do to your wife. Just fuck off with you. Get off the internet.
Wow.
So Craig's just, Jeremy, please put down the phone. Put down the bottle. Go to sleep. Good night.
Buddy, the bottle is taped to his hand. The bottle does not leave his...
He's like Edward 40 hands.
He is.
So then Calypso Jack comes in. You tweet more than anyone. You spend more time in your fake life than you do in reality. Goes back to that clip we showed near the top of the show where Jeremy says he doesn't care about his wife. He doesn't care about people in real life. He only wants to spend time talking to anonymous strangers on the internet. And Quartering goes, well, this is fair. He thinks that Twitter's been a net negative for him and he'll take a break. The break didn't even last one day. He was back the very next day, melting down. He was suicide baiting, and we'll get to all of that in a sec.
There's a lot.
We're going to go.
Flake said he will DM everyone back tomorrow morning, the Irish morning, because he's heading to bed right now. But he appreciates it, and he will DM you all back who wants to join the clipping crusade tomorrow, okay?
And the chair came back the very next day. Okay, so here's the Craig DMs. So go back.
Yeah, it's funny.
Actually, do we want to do the Craig DMs first or the gaming stream first?
Let's do
what do you guys
Craig
want?
DMs real quick.
All right.
Yeah.
So quickly, these are the DMs between Quartering and Stuttering Craig that are apparently so damaging that they were going to end Craig's career.
Okay.
So Craig goes, appreciate the follow, man.
Mm-hmm.
And Quartering says, we're going to do some cool stuff. So right away, like as this conversation flows, like Quartering's wanting to collaborate with him is the impression that he's giving.
He asked him.
He followed him and asked him to collaborate. But now it's going to be, Craig begged on his knees for me.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he did. Right.
So he goes, sure. So Craig goes, sure, man, hit me up anytime. It's good getting back into making content again. And mind you, this is back in 2022. So we're talking about like almost 5-year-old DMs, like 4-year-old DMs. Okay. So then Quartering with unsolicited advice. So it's not that Craig started asking for advice. Quartering starts giving unsolicited advice. Stop putting your name in the titles. They need to be more generic. So then Craig goes along with, okay, any examples on how to improve? You lead with Pro Jared. The weight of the keyword starts in the beginning. So we have the algorithm guru, the marketing master's degree wizard, Jeremy Hambly. Teaching Stuttering Craig, who's been on the internet for 20 fucking years, how it has to be, blah, blah, blah. And so that's like, okay, Craig goes right now. Like, by the way, this is the most boring shit ever. Like, bear with me, guys. This is a fucking snooze fest. The Melody Mac DMs are better. Okay. Right now, I'm doing a lot of content built around connecting with my original base, talking about SA stuff and sprinkling in some opinionated pieces with the goal of moving to that. I'm not a huge politics guy at all, but I do have opinions. I'd say we align pretty well. Don't be a dick and treat people good. Thanks for the feedback. I'll take a hard look at my titles. Hit me up anytime. I'll make myself available. Whoa.
Oh my God, what? Craig.
Oh no, he's a professional and courteous business guy.
Damn.
Well, then Quartering says he'll be more available in the new year. Okay.
Wow.
Sure. Sounds great. If I can ever be of help, don't hesitate to reach out between now and then. Congrats again. You've certainly grinded and deserve your success. So he's just nothing but nice to Jeremy.
Wow. You know? This is an expose of the fucking century.
Great flagpole, man. Legit. Okay. Well, that was ironic later on. Anyway, hey, if you ever want anyone to discuss the Twitter files with you, I would love to. I cannot believe what just dropped, and it's absolutely concerning and disgusting, unreal. And then I took your advice on the titling of videos. So we see here, he reaches out to Quartering 3 separate times.
No DM back.
With no DM back. So Quartering's just ghosting motherfucker.
Well, he puts emojis. He puts these fucking emojis here. Wow, this exposes Quartering as a fucking asshole.
Like, yeah, no, it does.
Actually, way worse for Quartering. There we go.
Okay, he genuinely appreciates the help. He asks him a few questions, and then he says, "If you have a consulting side of your business, let me know and send me your rates." So Craig isn't just bothering him for advice for free. Craig is willing to pay Quartering for his expertise on the algorithm. But he's a piece of shit and a bad guy.
Okay.
Oh my God. And then he says, hey man, I watched one of your videos today and you made it sound like you're looking to launch a new platform for creators. Quartering just sends, stay tuned. There was no new platform for creators as far as I know, but sure. I just want to make sure we don't bump into each other. I have some things in place as well. I think there may be an opportunity to actually work together as opposed to working against each other. And then Quartering says, I don't think we'll be competing on this. I am not launching a platform. Okay, well, you could have just said that from the fucking beginning instead of being vague with your stay tuned, where like he wanted Craig to believe that he had this grandiose project, right? And that he was this grand king. Like, that's how he always is.
That's actually crazy, dude.
He goes, copy that. Stoked to hear what's going on. What are your honest thoughts on locals? Is that a platform worth supporting? Have you seen a transfer of your audience? Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
There's nothing. Hey, brother, we're going to talk about this today on Side Scrollers. Just wanted to confirm you got this. I'm assuming it was leaked and sent to you. And he says, yes, a source inside the company. Great. Just wanted to confirm before running with it. Thanks for getting back to me. So super courteous, super professional, right? Okay. He's so exposed. Like, imagine thinking these are the DMs that are going to end Stuttering Craig's career. So then he says, hey, man, just wanted to. Now, mind you, Quartering said he would be available in the new year. We're now in, is that May? We're now in May of 2024. So we're actually like two years later.
Yeah.
Hey, man, just wanted to reach out and see if you ever wanted to do anything together. Side Scrollers is going great, and you're obviously starting up your Quartercast channel. So Quartering's getting into live streaming. Craig's been in the space for a while. Would love to figure out a way to work together. Quartering goes, that's great to hear. But between my daily streams and shitting out 7 videos a day, it's a tough time of year on my end for sure. Hair on fire time. Yeah, that's his level of workmanship there. Yeah, he just craps him out. I mean, that's very appropriate. Yeah, it is, in fact, what he does. Okay. Yeah, they send it. Goes, these are a bore. No fucking shit.
That's why good.
This is seriously, he thought this was going to end fucking Craig's career.
This is crazy, dude. Booking, okay, guess.
Saw you mention you're getting 1.5 million views a day on shorts, worth the time. Have those subs carried over to your longer format videos and live streams? And Quartering says, hard to say, too early. How long have you been doing the shorts? Your mileage may vary. I can't say if it's worth it. Okay. Would love to have you on the show. If you're looking for any guests on Friday, I'd love to come on your show. Quartering says, right on. Pretty nuts right now with the election. Sure, just keep me in mind if you haven't.
Buddy.
Whoa, Craig's exposed, bro. And that's it. Those are the DMs. Those are the DMs he was threatening the guy with. And I'll tell you this. Quartering was never going to leak the DMs, you know? He was never going to actually leak those DMs because he's a pussy. Okay. Here, I think this is more interesting. Here are the DMs with Melanie Mack that never would have got leaked, except for the fact that Quartering is a fucking lunatic who threatened these DMs to be leaked. And I don't even think he had Melanie Mack's permission to do this. But because he pays Melanie Mack so much money, she's going to overlook this situation. And we know that from what went down in these DMs. So Stuttering Craig sends Melanie Mack a clip of Quartering being disrespectful to him. And he says, I know he's your boy, but your boy is a dick and has no class. I'd rather you hear it from me directly than hearing it from other people. Then Melanie Mack says, I think you're taking this way too personally. It ain't that deep. And Craig says, you talk about my livelihood. It is that deep.
What the fuck?
He may be your boy, but he's a fraud. Look at his shorts and tell me that's even remotely okay. Melanie then goes, it's trendy to dogpile the Quartering right now. So you're doing it and being dramatic for no reason. Dramatic for no reason? Our clip channel just got banned because Quartering said he would get it banned. Luther Morgan is getting his content struck down. Rantman is getting his content struck down. Lissa Clips is getting strikes. Josh Moon is getting fucking claims against his videos. What?
Ash, look at this. 2 hours ago.
There's the Joker. Just got a strike trying to cover the Quartering drama. It's these small creators that are getting fisted.
2 hours ago. This is not, sorry, my mic's pretty fucking low here. Yeah, 2 hours ago. There you go. I'm going to retweet this guy.
But
go show him some love. I'm sorry, dude, that happened to you.
Like, this whole thing about dogpile, it's like, I don't know. Have you guys never participated in dog piles on politicians or people you don't like?
Yeah.
You guys are so full of shit over at the Quartering HQ, you and Mel. You guys need to get a fucking grip. Anyway, he wasn't hating on your show. He was just speaking highly of me because he's my friend. And what are you trying to accomplish DMing this to me exactly? Go ahead to the next slide. I'm not going to turn on my friend. Well, nobody is telling you to fucking turn on him or whatever. We're just bringing to what Craig is doing here is bringing to your attention his assholeian behavior. Okay. Yeah. That's just going on. Okay. He says, I'm not asking you to, and it's not trendy. It's about time. It's righteous. It's righteous. I sent it to you so you'd hear it directly from me instead of hearsay. And if you want to know my full thoughts, you can watch the entire video. I have no beef with you, Mel. You've always been a friend, which is exactly why I reached out to you personally out of respect and not speaking poorly about our show. Did you watch the clip, Mel? You may be blinded by your friendship in this case. He's just being so nice.
Yeah.
You know? So then Melanie says, I watched the clip and all he said was that I should be on big shows. Well, he implied that Side Scrollers is not a big show and that it's like some small time rinky-dink bullshit operation compared to the behemoth juggernaut of Quartering Live, which actually has no viewers and support or of any kind. But he said he didn't watch Side Scrollers, so he wasn't bashing it. Come on. It's so disingenuous. He just wanted to see me on big shows. He even said if I denied his show because I wanted to be on a bigger show, he would understand and not take offense.
He was
so why are you taking offense?
He was clearly being a piece of shit asshole.
When Melanie Mack is telling people not to take offense and have thicker skin, it's a bit ironic, isn't it?
Oh, right.
Because she's always taking offense and she's always being thin-skinned. Jeremy has actually been a friend to me. No, he's not your friend. You know he's not your friend. He's your employer who's paying you way more money than you would make anywhere else. It's not economically viable and it doesn't make any sense. And that's why you're sweeping for him. You can't even mention me on your show without having to throw some huge disclaimer ahead of time. Now, here's where it gets interesting to me. And when I was dogpiled over Goonergate, you had people on your show who were viciously attacking me and Razor Fist at the time, right in the middle of it all. So you see how this works? You see how this works with these people? They expect you, if you want an association with them, to not platform anybody that disagrees with them. So just because Smash JT, who is going to be brought up, or other people disagreed with her and Razor Fist's retarded takes about how we need a Christian board to approve video games or whatever, therefore you are disloyal to me, you platform somebody I don't agree with. These are your freedom of speech champion people. Your free speech champions, sir. This is insane stuff. This is SJW tactics. Craig just brings in a reality check. Mel, we dwarf his show in viewership. Take out the Rumble front page promotion and his bots, and his show is nothing compared to ours. Ooh. He's being propped up. He's been propped up.
Oh,
reality check.
Yes.
Reality check.
Yes.
Good for him, but it's fake. Oh. It's not his place to talk about small shows, especially when his is and has been smaller than ours. He comes off as arrogant and a gatekeeper. That's not me saying it. That's anyone who's watched the clip saying it.
Dang.
Now here comes Mel, who's taking offense and being thin-skinned as she accuses the other. Okay, so you're making it a peeing contest right now. At the time of him saying your show hadn't grown as much. But like I said, he just thought highly enough of me to say I should be on big shows. And he would understand if I wanted to be on a show bigger than his even. It wasn't personal. Side Scrollers is doing great, and I want y'all to keep doing great. Okay.
Buddy, by the way, we'll finish this first.
And he goes, Mel, he literally made it a peeing contest. You don't have to like him. Nobody has to like anybody, but I don't know what you're trying to accomplish with gossiping to me about it. Oh my God. You're mad over a 2-year-old clip. If I wanted to be mad at you, I could be over how you had Smash JT on your show in the middle of him dogpiling me and Razor Fist. I love how it's a dog pile to disagree with somebody. Like, if you say, I don't agree with you and I think your opinion's retarded, now it's harassment, it's dogpiling.
Were we not allowed to call that out?
But had Melanie Mack and Razor Fist had the consensus majority, would they not have been dogpiling Smash JT and others who disagreed and smashing them into the fucking dirt until they complied with their worldview? This is what's twisted about these fucking people. Like, they don't believe in a free marketplace of ideas. They believe that only them and their ideas are right, and only them and their ideas should be platformed. And anybody who platforms people they disagree with is an enemy. That's anathema to a free marketplace of ideas.
No, you're fine. You just saw your internet went off for a second.
Okay. Right. Or how when you made that video about my husband, you wouldn't even mention me without a disclaimer first. But you know what? I didn't make a big deal of it. Well, you are now. Yet here you are being dramatic over a 2-year-old clip that wasn't the deal. With all due respect, Mel, you're too close to the situation. Nothing about this is a good look for him. The threats, the emails, the arrogance, the shorts. I'm not even including the flagging because I don't know if he did that or not. He certainly threatened it, though. Which, once again, is why I reached out to you as a friend to tell you my thoughts about your friend so you don't get it twisted. Well, Mel, when it's about my livelihood and the way I make a living, it is that deep and it will always be deep.
Yeah, okay? Exactly.
Yeah. And then she goes, you have Smash JT on your show. See, he's a Voldemort. He's a person that should be othered, you see, and so are we. And this is how these people act. They believe they're the gatekeepers of the discourse, and they get to decide who has a voice and who doesn't have a voice. This is insane shit. It really is. Because he had Smash JT on his show, she doesn't want to hear it, suddenly caring about people's character, because clearly that's not the case. So when you have a disagreement with Melanie Mack about politics or religion, it means that you're a bad person and you shouldn't be platformed. And the people who do platform you are also bad people and you don't want to hear their opinions on anything. He goes, we have Smash as a guest on the show. I don't know or recall any beef between you two. And honestly, it's not my job to know about people's beefs.
Exactly. He has to know everything. He has to know, know every drama and who gives a fuck?
He goes, I don't agree with anyone on our show. And I don't care who has beefs with who, because I'm not the internet janitor. It's not Craig's job to sweep for you, Melanie. A 2-year-old clip where he doesn't even bash the show does not affect
It was bashing the show.
Oh my God.
It literally was bashing the show, dude.
You don't recall any beef? Seriously? He started Goonergate and dogpiled. You mean disagreed with you and Razor Fist relentlessly?
They started Goonergate.
And you knew about it. Well, they decided that they were going to take over video games for the Christian right. Okay, which most people are not on board with.
Like censorship.
You know what I mean? Like, people do not want Jack Thompson telling them what they can and can't play. Because in Melanie Mack's world, in Razor Fist's world, Grand Theft Auto would be banned. Red Dead Redemption would be banned. Witcher 3 would be banned because there's brothels in it. Like, this is the twisted world that they want us to live in, where instead of it being left-wing censorship in the name of protecting morality of whatever the fuck, it's going to be, we need to do this in the name of Jesus and protecting the children, but it's going to be the same censorship, you see? And so people disagree with that because they want to make decisions for themselves and not have to bow to the clergy at every fucking turn, okay? It is what it is. You're right, but it shouldn't, but it does. Honestly, I stayed out of all the Gooner stuff. As I've said, I have people who I agree with and don't agree that are on my show, and friends who I don't agree with on everything. Razorfist and I were both, oh my God, regularly on your show and helped a lot with it in its early days. You owe me loyalty, Bish. Why don't you taste my loyalty? Then in the middle of a gigantic dogpiling that you orchestrated, Bish, you platformed my enemies. You disrespected me. So now my friend Jeremy can take your channel. Do you understand? Like, that's what this is. That's what this is. I've seen this before.
Yo.
And so Craig goes, we're grateful for you guys believing in our show. We always will be. I don't really recall that show. We've done over 700 shows, but there's 100% no malice intended ever. Mel, once again, I think a lot of you always have. That's why I reached out, not to drive a wedge, but to be honest and transparent with you. This is pretty professional stuff. He is your friend. I think he's, well, whatever. I mean, Melanie knows right well he's not her friend. He's the gravy train.
Yeah.
And the moment the gravy train ends, Melanie Mac will put a fucking knife in this guy's
Which is
back.
next week, bro. Oh, you know, it was weird that he was drinking all the time and talking about his wife all the time. She will be the first one
that's the
to
thing,
slice
because
his throat.
once this all comes to an end, she's going to want to be on side scrollers. She's going to want to be on Flashcast. She's going to want to be on Friday Night Tight.
Well, she'll have to apologize for backing this guy's fucking flagging campaign. First of all, like, you know what I mean? And she's the one who's like, I don't want to be banned for saying the F slur, and she says it to get banned and shit, right? But now it's like, oh, we should all be banned.
I disagree with what Craig does here by apologizing, because he really shouldn't apologize to evil like this, because what this is evil. This is somebody who is in favor of deplatforming, who is censorious, who doesn't want people that she disagrees with to have a platform, and she's forcing you to apologize for giving a platform to people she disagrees with. So he says, I'm sorry if you took any offense to bringing Smash on. It certainly wasn't meant to be disrespectful to you or Razor. I apologize and hope you can move past it. Like, why even negotiate with terrorists like this?
Yeah.
So here we go. Talking bad about my most loyal pay pig in this space
your loyal
just isn't in good.
Is a flagger.
Your loyal pay pig. That's what this is. This is a guy who's paying you 6 figures a year. So of course you're going to defend him. But this idea that he's your loyal friend, just stop, isn't in good faith, isn't in good taste, rather, when you've not shown even a fraction of the loyalty, Gator. I hold no ill feelings. That stuff did bother me. So you do hold ill feeling.
Yeah.
But I didn't make a huge deal of it. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. You didn't owe me anything, so it's okay. I'm not holding it against you. I still wish all the best for you in the show. I just can't accept you bashing Jeremy to me when he's always had my back and is a great friend. I don't want any part of the beef you have. If I were in your comments giving you grief, I understand you wanted to talk to me about it, but I'm not doing that.
Well, I hope that friendship remains and is true.
And here it is. Craig just tells the truth, Nuke. I mean this with zero disrespect or malice at all. I hope it doesn't end when you're no longer on his payroll or have used him. See you, Mel.
Oh, shit. Felttron. What's this? The post is unavailable. Okay, because he deleted his tweet. Please tell me.
Yeah.
So I guess it's the tweet where he was like threatening.
Yes, to deplatform, and he goes, you literally just used the phrase "turn on" in our conversation. Oh! You know, the people who turned on me, and
she's 100% speaking to Quartering about this.
Yes,
she is backing his flagging campaign.
Yes,
she's backing every step of this.
And nobody should forget this stuff.
No,
you know.
No.
The next time that Melanie has a video taken down for saying the F slur, I'm not going to give a shit.
No.
What? Why am I going to come to her defense when she doesn't give a fuck about our speech whatsoever and wants to censor and deplatform all of those who are opposed to her insane Christian radical worldview? which she doesn't even really believe in. That's one thing, you know? Like, I actually have believed in that stuff and kind of still do believe in that stuff to a certain degree.
Mhm.
She doesn't believe in any of this shit.
No.
She's full of shit. Like, it's just ridiculous. You know? Just be for real. I mean this with no malice. Then you make the most petty comment ever. Like, I'm only his friend for some money. Well, you are.
You are.
I've been friends with him for a long time. I don't go on his show because I need the paycheck. My husband and I are financially set for life.
You mean your
I
gay
doubt
husband?
it.
Your gay husband?
I doubt it, because just a few years ago, you were about to go get a real job before Chrissy Mayer saved your ass from the fucking garbage heap, and then quartering saved you once again. So I don't fucking believe that. I never have to work another day. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I just enjoy what I do. I still enjoy making money, because who doesn't? But to imply I'm Jeremy's friend because he pays me is unbelievably catty of you. Don't pretend like you said that in good faith. It is in good faith because it's the truth. Oh my God. I say that based on the experiences he's had with previous hosts like Sydney Watson, and there was no malice in it at all. I'm not Sydney Watson. You just insulted my credibility with your
Sydney
statement.
Watson is better than Melanie Mac will ever be. Shut the fuck up, Melanie.
Oh my
You're
God.
only where you are, Mel, because quartering, if you don't remember this, Ash, when quartering shouted out Melanie's Melanie Mac Go Boom YouTube page. That's why they're friends, because he fucking simped for her and promoted that before she was ever on his show. Okay? So shut the fuck up, you bum.
So then it's like, Mel, I go back to the original point of this. I reached out to you out of respect. That's it. Okay, can we drop it again? This is not productive. I don't like any of this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, too bad.
Fuck you.
Oh my God. Then with that said, are you leaking my DMs to him? Is that what this is about? I've had multiple people in my DMs about him, as has Hannah Claire. And we have been telling him that was the case. If people were DMing me, bashing you, I'd be telling you, hey, people are in my DMs bashing you to me. So there's the confirmation, by the way, that there's no ignorance. Like, ignorance is no excuse for Hannah Claire or Melanie Mac. They are co-signing all of this. They are taking the checks. They are taking the blood money that is being propped up by a deplatforming campaign, and they don't care. And I just think for Hannah Claire in particular, whose family was so viciously prosecuted by Letitia James and the Attorney General of New York, and their freedom of speech was quashed, to go along with this shit for money is particularly fucking disgusting. With Melanie Mac, I know she's just a soulless grifter. But with Hannah Claire, I actually expected a little bit better. But I guess not, right? I guess not.
Yeah.
It's only when it's their families and their livelihoods that it matters. Nobody else, right? Anyway, just as I'm sure you,
for 10 subs.
10 subs.
Like Scopa, he bends. Thank you so much.
Except I wasn't bashing him, and I wasn't trying to get you to turn on him. It just keeps going. We can 100% drop it. I don't want drama with you. This was literally the intention of me reaching out. His tweet is about the people harassing us. You've not harassed me, so it doesn't apply to you, except he's tagging Stuttering Craig. It did apply.
Yeah.
But she really thinks stupid, because she's stupid as fuck. And she thinks that she can piss on our hands and tell us it's raining. And it's just not going to fly, Mel. And eventually, like, I'm going to be honest, shit's not going to go well for you either. Like, you and Hannah Claire are being left out of this largely because it's largely all Jeremy's fucking fault. He's a piece of shit. But when you co-sign onto it, sweep for him like this, you better expect that some fucking blowback is going to come your way. Because it is.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh, buddy! Oh, we got a good one for you tonight. It's banger after banger after banger these days.